Okay, our theme now is digging deeper. And for an example, let's look at one of the pictures we talked about earlier. Earlier, we had about 10 minutes to write as much as possible as we could about this picture. So that's one part of fluency, quickly thinking about ideas and writing them. But this time, we're going to look at digging deeper, looking at the picture very slowly and carefully, and trying to find as many words as we can to describe what's happening in the picture. And in doing that, we're also going to use some of the tools that we have in the exercise. These words and these suggestions on the right-hand side of the picture. So first, the setting. The setting means the big picture. What do we see here? どうかなやっぱり陸上かな。そして女性3人、4人がいて、同じ服で、これ誰？違うチームかな？後ろに男性がありそう。だけど、なんか制服はちょっと違うから、ユニフォームは違うかな。あと、1、2、3、3人のおじさんはコーチかもしれない。いや、正しい答え、正しい意見はないんですけど、それは僕の印象で、それは一般的に、これは the setting を考える。This is a picture of a track meet, or maybe practice for a track meet. There are some students, maybe in their 20s, so maybe it's a university. There are women in green uniforms and men in different color uniforms there. There are also 3 coaches. OK. そして一般的にそれがあった。もうちょっと digging deeper で何ができる。コーチに関して describe what you see in the picture, place, objects, people, animals, and where they are. もうちょっとコーチに関してできるかな。皆さん、where they are. この言葉も使う。at the bottom, at the top, in the foreground, in the background, at the top left hand とか使えば、in the middle of the picture, there are 4 women runners or athletes who are talking to a coach. It looks like he is taking their picture or recording what they're saying in the middle. In the background, there are 3 or 4 men wearing a different color uniform of green and yellow that are talking together. One of them has a beard, so maybe they're in their 20s. On the right, there's another runner who has a different color uniform. Okay. So, その形で、それ以外は、なんかあるかな。後ろに見て、あんまり葉っぱがないんですけど、緑もいる。So, それはどこですか？この場所。これは in the background. In the background, there are many trees and bushes, but they don't have leaves. On the bottom, in the foreground, there's green grass. So maybe this is happening in the springtime or early summer. before the leaves come out. なぜとか、いるとか、何があったとか、なんか track meet とか、陸上関係ということを言った。What is happening? What is happening? They seem to be waiting for the track meet, 陸上, to begin, or for practice to begin. Speculate how people feel. どんな感じかな? The women in the center are listening carefully to their coach, but they don't seem very interested. The men in the back are having a casual conversation. So, how people feel とか. What's going to happen next? Maybe they're waiting for the practice or for the track meet to begin. そして場所によっていろんな質問があって、at the bottom, at the top, in the foreground, in the background. その前はよく使った。そして後ろに葉っぱがあんまりないから、春かな、前に緑色のやつがあったから、冬ではないとか、っていうこと。こっち側に left hand side, coaches are talking とか、in the middle, coach is talking to students とか、on the right hand side, 学生が違うユニが入ってるみたい。Okay. そして、digging deeper もう一回戻りましょう。そして、この女性4人の話をしましょう。In the middle, 4 women students are talking to their coach. They don't seem very interested. そして、なんかそれより、なんか色とか、年とか、なんか何でもがあれば言ってもいい。They look like they're in their middle and in their early 20s. One of the students is wearing sunglasses. Another of the students is wearing a red bandana. Another student has her hair braided. They look like they're on the same team because they're all wearing green and white uniforms. Maybe the man wearing a hat, blue jeans, and a blue shirt that says meal split is their coach. He seems to be taking their picture or recording what they're saying, but if we look at their faces, maybe they're not so interested. On the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, 2 men are having a conversation. They're looking at a clipboard. Maybe they're talking about the race or the practice. They're both wearing blue-colored clothing, but one man has black pants. Another man has a white hat, but the man next to him has a blue hat and he's wearing glasses. In the background, there are 2 or 3 people talking, but we can't see the person in the middle. They don't seem very happy. In the middle background, there is one man who looks like he's talking to someone else, but his uniform is different. Maybe he's from another team. All of the people in the picture seem to be waiting for something. Probably the beginning of practice or the beginning of the track meet. Okay, so you can see from the start when we just mentioned that it was probably a track meet and people were waiting, and there were 4 women from one team and other teams, that we could increase the number of words, increase the description by going back to our original idea and adding other information to it. So let's try that with other pictures. Your challenge before was to write as much as you could in 10 minutes. Your challenge now is to write as many words as you can with no limit on time. Good luck. Thank you.